Hello there. Today we'll be talking about percentages. What are the use of percentages? Where can they be used? And just what are they? How can you use them in your everyday life? So these things, percentages. I've seen a lot of people struggle with these concepts. These are very basic concepts. You should know this. Even if you're a neophyte, we're going to go through every detail in this video. So, so when I tell you that a percentage is basically just a fraction of something, you just want to compare that fraction to something that you are relating to. For example, let's say you have a test. There's a test. Okay, the total marks for the tests are 20 marks total. You attained 10 marks, right? This is easy. So what you're going to do is that you're going to find the fraction first. The fraction is always 10 over 20, the obtained over the original. All right, this is 1 by 2, 0.5. Now percentage is basically just that you want to rank your achievement out of 100. Okay, how are you going to do that? What you got to do is just, you had a fraction which was 0.5, right, which was equal to 10 over 20, right, where 10 was obtained and 20 were the total marks. And you want to scale your marks out of 100. So what you're going to do is you're just going to multiply with 100, right? So percentage achieved is basically just 0.5 into 100, which is 50%. Now what if I told you that what if I told you that your test marks, just this test marks, they just contributes to let's say 40% of your GPA. Okay, 40% of your GPA. So what you want to do here is that now you cannot multiply by 100 because you want to scale it to 40%, not 100, 40, because that's what you're contributing to. Over here, we wanted to scale our fraction by 100%. We wanted to get the marks out of 100%. You're understanding, right? The fact that we had 100 meant that we wanted to scale our achievement out of 100. Now we want to scale our achievement by 40. So what you're going to do is that you're going to write 10 over 20, which is again 0.5 into 40. Simple, right? So 0.5 into 40 is basically 20. Okay, now let's say there's a test 2. The test 2 counts for 60% of your GPA. Okay, so in test 2 you had 7 marks obtained over total, and you had 7 marks out of 20. Now what's that fraction? Like 7 out of 20 is 0.35. So what you want to do, you want to scale it according to 60. So you're just going to multiply it by 60%. So 0.35 into 60%, which means 21. So the total GPA is going to be out of 20 plus 21 marks, right? The total GPA is going to be out of 20 plus 21, which was equivalent to 40% plus 60% of the entire test 1 and test 2, right? So this much I hope you've understood. Now let's talk about discounts. Now this is something that we all should know very well, because it's you can see it everywhere. It's used everywhere, and there's no way to escape from this concept. So what you want to do is you want to get your concepts really robust in this part of the profits, right? Profits, taxes, all of these are done in percentages, so you need to know what each thing represents. Will be better for you. Now let's say I go to the market, and there's a ball, right? The price tag says this ball is for $40. Okay, this ball is for $40. I take it to the counter. The cashier sitting there, he says that the ball has a 20% discount. Now what does that mean? A 20% discount would mean that the ball, which was $40, is going to decrease in price when I have to pay. Here I am standing, I'm happy that I'm not gonna have to pay $40 for my ball. So I'm gonna ask, how much do I need to pay? All right, this is a really stupid question. He could trick you into paying more. You don't want that, now do you? So you just have to take out your phone, your calculator, your phone, your Samsung Galaxy, whatever, your iPhone, whatever. This is Samsung, this is your calculator, right? 1 2 3 4 5, whatever. This is just nonsense. Okay, so the ball was initially $40. $40. Discount is equal to 20%. Now I'm gonna tell you just a very simple trick. You just have to know there are actually two methods to do this, but this one that I'm going to tell you is the best way to do it. So basically there's a method 1. I don't want to confuse you guys more, but there's method 1. So the method 1 is you find what is 20% of 40, right? What is 20% of 40, right? Like, what is 50% of 10, which is equal to 5? How did you calculate that? You know that it's just half. So what is 20% of 40? 20 into 40 by 100. Okay, this is what we did over here, which is 50 into 10 by 100, right? This cancels, so you're left with 5. So over here, what you're gonna do, what you get is these cancel, so you just get 8. All right, so what does this mean? This means that out of 20%, out of $40, I do not need to pay 20% of this, which is equal to $8, right? Sorry, I'm writing dollar after the price, but it's just for understanding. So what does that mean? You don't have to pay $8. So you have to pay 40 minus 8, which is equal to $32. So yeah, so you see this method is a bit large. What you want to do is you want to have a more effective way to go about it. So what's the method, right? So 20% was the discount. What does discount mean? Discount means a decrease, right? So a decrease from what? From the actual, from the overall percentage, and percentage is always 100, right? 100%. So basically what this means is out of 100% you have to pay just 100 minus 20, which equal to 80%. So what you want to do is just write 80% of the ball price. So 80 into 40 divided by 100, right? 80%, this over percent. Okay, so 0 0 cancels, 0 0 cancel again. 8 into 4 is 32. So you see, you're getting the same answers again, right? This is the same, but this one is much easier, and you should learn this one. So basically what method 2 said was, method 2 said simply that you have a ball which is $40 and there's a discount of 20%. This means you do not have to pay 20% of this, right? But what does this 20% mean? It means that out of the 100%, you do not need to pay 20%, right? So you're going to divide it by 100%. This is the fraction, and then we're going to multiply it with $40. So this is 80% of $40, and you're going to get $32. I hope you understand this. If you have any questions, you may ask. What about if the prices are increased? Let's say the ball, which was for $40, now there is an increase in the price. There is inflation. You elected the wrong president, and he's going corrupt. So what was once cheap is not cheap, right? So the ball, which was $40, is now increased by, let's say, 20%. Okay, let's not do 20. Let's do 30%. Right? So there's an increase in 30%. There was a simple way I told you. I told you that all you need to do is just understand that out of 100%, we did not have to pay 20 in the previous example. Previously, we did not need to pay 20%, but now we need to pay 30% extra. So what we're going to do is we're going to add plus 30%. Okay, we're going to add 30% because there's an increase in the overall percentage. The overall 100% was what accounts for $40. Okay, but there's an increase. Okay, I hope you're understanding this. 100% means 100% of the price, which was actually $40, is now increased by 30%. So what's this? Let me not confuse you with this. Of $40. So 130% of $40. Right? This seems strange, but it makes sense because 100% was the original price, but now there's an increase by 30%. So the $40 has to be increased, right, by 30%. So what is 130% of 40? So this cancels, this cancels, and you're left with 13 into 4, which is equal to $52. So there's an increase in the price. Now we're going to, let's see if you understand this all, and if you like this video, let me know. We can actually continue further on with this, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.